Hi, this is Brenda, and this is my second video in my Chatty Clouds series. Hi, welcome to my channel, My New Me, where you get to watch as I try to make sense out of the chaos that has become my life and my home. How lucky are you? The topic for this week's Chatty Clouds video, which received the second most votes from my wonderful patrons who chose this Patreon reward, is in what way is my life different now compared to before I started this journey? At first, my first thoughts were, what can I say about it? I mean, there was no great epiphany which rocked my world, no shining moment of glory with light glowing and music playing as I gazed in wonderment about me and the changes to my life. It was a whole bunch of tiny little things that just added up, one on top of the other, side by side, and all mixed in together, that actually made a huge change to pretty much every aspect of my life. I think that was my problem when I've tried before to get control of my life again, and I've always failed. And I think half my problem was my life went downhill so fast and so suddenly and so unexpectedly that I expected to climb back up out of this pit just as fast and just as suddenly and just as unexpectedly. But it's taken me quite a while, and I've finally realized I don't need to shoot up into the sky in a rocket to get on top. I can just slowly and steadily plod along up a slight incline, and I'll still get to the top. But I'll do it much more easily for me. I'll do it in a way that doesn't hurt me. I'll do it in a way where I can enjoy every tiny little step of it and enjoy the scenery about me as it happens. And I think that's probably the biggest change, is my expectations of myself and my expectations of how I'm going to get where I want to be. My expectations of where I actually want to be in life and my expectations of how I'm going to get there. They have changed, and they have become more realistic towards what my life is now. In the laundry room video, I had said, I finally realized it's time to give up my old game. And it is, and that's okay. I don't need to be the old me. I can become the new me. I don't need to garden and do everything else I used to do and still have a full life and enjoy my life. I'll be honest, I'm really enjoying doing these YouTube videos. It started out, it grew so fast that I felt like I was really spinning my wheels trying to play catch up. But I think I'll get there, and you folks are just so kind and so encouraging and so wonderful to myself, to each other, that it just, I'm sorry, but I think you folks are becoming my new me. You are a big part of who I want to become and where I would like to end up in my life. So I hope you enjoy the ride, I guess. I hope you don't regret. Well, you can always unsubscribe, I suppose. But you folks are just, you have shown me that I don't need to put those boundaries on myself. I can just try everything. And if it doesn't work, oh well, it doesn't work. I had fun trying it, and I'll find a new something to try. So anyway, I was starting to talk practical matters, wasn't I? So the practical parts of how my life has changed. Doing laundry is simple now. It is so easy. All the dirty clothes go in that one basket. I just have to pull a load out and throw it in the washing machine. No digging through piles and layers of piles in rooms trying to find one load of clothes to wash. It's so easy to keep it up. When I want to clean a room, if I'm having a good day, it's very easy to dust it, pick up a few random things, and neaten it up, rather than it being the type of chore that is going to wipe me out for 2 days and require bed rest or just chilling to recuperate. It's so much easier on me physically. It's so much more joyful mentally and emotionally. Waking up, walking out to the kitchen to make a pot of coffee. I see empty counters. I don't have to move 20 items out of my way to make one pot of coffee. Go sit on the couch. I don't have to step over stuff or walk around things. just to sit down with a cup of coffee and play with a kitten. I mean, the stress relief is unbelievable. The stress level has really cut way down, dropped way down, diminished. It's diminished immensely. Look at me using big words. Other ways things have changed. When it comes time to paying a bill, we know right where they are. We know right when it's due. No panic. Did we pay it? Did we get a bill? Where is the bill? When is it due? How much is due? Is it going to be shut off? All of that is gone because we're neat now. We're organized now. We know right where the bills are. We know right when they're due. And that's just a big, big difference and a big plus in our life now. When I want to make my son a nice meal after he's worked a long day or a long night, whichever shift he happens to be on, I don't have to spend 6 hours washing dishes just to be able to get to the stove so I can cook a meal. I don't have to, kill myself just to have clean counter space in order to cut up a salad. So it's just all those little things that add up throughout the day that makes life so much easier. That makes my outlook so much brighter. That makes the smiles come more frequently and be a lot less forced. I mean, I don't know about anyone else who has been fighting depression and battling with the challenges that you thought were winning. But I do an awful lot of fake smiling. You see someone, you do something, hi, how are you? You don't want to admit how much you're struggling. You don't want to be a downer to everyone all the time. You don't want to make it always sound like the simplest things are the biggest battle for you. And so you do an awful lot of fake smiling and fake cheerfulness. Well, since I began this journey, since I began spouting all my feelings to you poor people, since I began slowly, step by step, one tiny little bit of it at a time, gaining control of my life again, those smiles have become less and less fake. The majority of the smiles and the majority of any happiness in my voice they're real, they're genuine. They come from deep down inside me. And that just makes any challenge much, much more manageable. I mean, I can't run up a flight of stairs anymore, but I can certainly walk up 5 steps and stop and take a rest and smile about the fact that I got up 5 steps. So I think this whole topic sort of goes hand in hand with last week's topic. I think all of these very positive changes in my life has been a huge motivation. I like the way I'm feeling now. I like the more positive outlook. I mean, honestly, a year ago, I would have looked at the laundry room and said, there's no way. I absolutely cannot get that done. It's impossible. Forget it. Now I looked at the laundry room. Well, not right now, but before when I started cleaning it, I looked at it and I thought, I wonder how many weeks that'll take to do. It wasn't impossible to me anymore. It was, I wonder how many weeks it'll take. And yeah, it did take weeks, but it is done. Now I look at it and I'll bet I could dust and neaten that up in an hour. So it's small steps, no huge epiphany. I am not suddenly, ta-da, and I'm this wonderful, young, spry super person who can do it all. But I went from impossible to how many weeks to I'll bet I can sweep, dust, mop in an hour. And that's a huge motivation. And that is an amazing change in my life. And that makes it all worth it. Very, very much worth it. Another big change that I've noticed is that I have eliminated my boundaries. I think the depression, my new physical limitations, the whole change to my life a few years ago, I mentally and emotionally put boundaries around myself. I can't do this anymore. That means I can't do anything anymore. I can't be what I'm used to and what I'm comfortable with. so I can't be anything anymore. This journey, the past 5 months, I have knocked down those boundaries. Well, I haven't completely knocked down all the boundaries yet. They're about knee high probably, but I can step over them now. They are not limiting me. They are not holding me back. They are not making my goals and my wants and my, gee, I wonder if they aren't making all of those impossible. I can climb up over the knee-high boundaries, and maybe I can just keep kicking at it a little bit at a time, and maybe, hopefully, I'm pretty sure eventually I can make them all go away. So I have definitely cut down on the limits that I've placed on myself, which is, that's probably an epiphany. That might be a ta-da moment. So those are the changes to my life that I feel have made the biggest impact on me, on my home, on my relationships with people, on my ability to function, on everything. I don't know what's happening right now. What am I doing? Oh, there's a person in the clouds. Looks like a person with a Christmas tree. Like an angel putting presents under a Christmas tree. Do you see that? So anyway, I think these clouds were just prettier than those ones up above. I don't know if you can tell, I am not in my home right anymore. But there will be another video coming up with an update as to what is happening with us. And so that is the end of my second Chatty Clouds series. I hope you liked it. I hope I didn't bore you to tears and talk too much. A big heartfelt thanks to my patrons who chose the Chatty Clouds series and suggested the topics and then voted on them. That makes life easier for my brain. So I do appreciate your help with this. A video updating you on what's happening with us right now will be coming shortly. And I just want to thank you very much for watching and for listening and for liking the comments. I love the comments. I've been having trouble replying to them because I haven't always had internet lately. On my phone I can read comments, I just can't reply to them. And in order to reply on the laptop I haven't always had internet. However, I'm in a place now where I have constant internet, so I'm hoping to do a little more interacting. So I love talking to you folks. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, for commenting, for subscribing, for all of your wonderful words of encouragement. Take care and toodles.